Away you go.
We've got off on the wrong foot. We've already started arguing.
No. You're adamant that you've quit smoking because you're chugging on a fucking vape. It's the same cunting thing.
It's not.
It is. Just because it tastes like fucking blueberries doesn't mean that it's still good for you. It's bad.
It's not.
It is. It's the same fucking thing, and you can't convince me. You got some massive bottle of juice that looks like a fucking dildo sat on the table, and then you got some new space age fucking vape. Looks very cool, but it's still a cigarette, just electronic.
But it's not.
It is.
All right. Okay. You tell me why.
Because it's just as bad for you. It's still
Go on
fucking
then.
up your lungs.
Go on, improve it. Tell me.
All right, read what's on the back of that bottle. You
Right.
tell me there's anything decent on there.
Right. Yeah. All right. It's not good for you. But
there
is
we
it
go.
as bad as smoking? No.
Still bad.
Nowhere near as bad as smoking. 95% better than smoking.
That is absolute bollocks.
All right. So all them scientists over the last 10 years,
So
every
we'll go
single
with
study that has been released in medical
It's not long
documents.
enough. It's not long enough. It's not long enough.
95% better.
No.
So what you're saying is, go back to smoking then.
No, I'm saying give it all up.
Okay, it's that simple. That simple. That's why everyone just carries on smoking, because they love killing themselves slowly. It's just what everybody enjoys doing.
The thing is you Google it. Some people say it's just as bad. Some people say it ain't
I
as
don't
bad.
care what some people say. I care about what all the very smart scientists say. And the documents that have been released from medical studies over the last fucking, I don't know how long, since vaping came out, was 95% categorically better and safer than smoking. Simple as that.
Current research suggests vaping still poses many of the same risks that smoking does, and that was in 28th of February 2023.
Look, what have you just pulled that from?
From the many fucking
what is
things
it? Show
on
me.
Google.
Show me. Yeah, exactly. Just absolute.
No!
You've just got a Reddit comment or some shit.
Healthline.com.
All right. Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. Well.
Medically reviewed by... I'm not going to bother saying that name. I don't know how.
All right, I can just do exactly what you're doing and just pull up something that just backs my theory. It's just what the internet
No, literally
does,
the first one backs up your theory. Many studies show that vaping is far less harmful than smoking.
95%.
But then you scroll down, literally one next. It says, the next one says vaping is less harmful than smoking. And then literally the next one is the one that I read out. So they all fucking say either side of it.
While vaping may not be 100% safe, most of the chemicals causing smoking-related diseases are absent, and the chemicals which are present pose limited danger. It has been previously estimated that e-cigarettes are around 95% safer than smoking. It's just the way it is. It's even on the government website, gov.uk.
Oh, look
e-cigarettes are around
how
95%.
trustworthy the fucking government is for our own health.
Right.
The only thing
They're
that you
more
should
trustworthy than you.
No, the only thing that you should be sucking into your lungs is oxygen, is air. That's it. But if you want to vape, then you go ahead. I don't really care.
Well, you do, because you
I
get going on
don't.
about it.
I'm
This is
concerned about your health. You're the one that's
So you
always
care.
saying
So you
you're
care.
worried about game releases now because you might not make the fucking release. I'm just trying to ensure that you make the release.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I could die any day.
Well, then shut up.
What am I going on about it?
Just fucking shut up about it then. And then we could get on with the actual
You're
fucking...
such a petulant child. I was really looking forward to coming today. Instantly, you've wound me up.
Just a petty
Instantly.
little weasel.
Instantly.
That's what it is.
He
you come
talks
in
big
here-
on here, but he knows if
come
I
in
leapt
here-
across
no,
this
no,
table,
no,
I'd
it's-
fuck the shit out of him. I'd
I don't
bite
even-
his fucking windpipe out and stick it up your fucking arse.
We've been over this before. I'm stronger than you are.
Doesn't matter.
been over
I'll
this.
put my fucking fingers in your eyes.
I don't care. I'd pull your trousers down and grab hold of your penis.
See, then he resorts to
Exactly.
childish games.
And then you're in a quandary of, do I carry this on while he's tugging me off because it's weird, or do we stop this and then I've won?
Right, let's fucking stop.
Exactly, because that's what would happen.
Oh.
I grab hold of that massive penis.
How am I supposed to stop vaping when you infuriate me like this? I need the nicotine to calm
No, you
me
don't.
down.
You don't. You need to learn to deal with it.
Right.
You need to turn to something else. Do what I did. Just put on loads of weight by eating.
Well, there you go. You keep eating that food, boy. You keep eating that food.
I keep shoving it away.
Well, this is What's the Buttons, episode 78.
Something. 50 something. Don't fucking matter anymore.
No,
Can
it
I... A little bit of an arse, please. Can people who don't listen to this podcast, which they're not going to hear this, stop fucking telling me what to do with this podcast? Stop suggesting shit. Oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. What's the last episode you listened to? I ain't listened to any. Shut the fuck up then.
Yeah, that goes
Shut
to
up.
Rich today as well. Fuck you. There's too much swearing. The geezer swears and says fuck in every other sentence.
Is this the same Wetty that was winning? Oh, my children are going to hear it. Your children shouldn't be listening to
His
this.
children don't listen to it.
It's
There's too much swearing, but
No.
every word that comes out of his mouth is a fucking swear word, so he can suck my dick.
It's labelled as explicit. Cunt, 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 cunt. Fuck you.
This is the way.
But please keep listening.
Yeah.
Why are you going to whinge about swearing? Why? What for? What, like this is a PC fucking...
Just to moan about anything. Just say I like it. Just too much swearing.
There's too many people trying to stick their fingers in this what's the buttons pie that haven't even fucking listened to any of
They've
it.
contributed nothing.
Nothing at all. You're nothing.
If you're so smart, do your own one.
This is what I say. You go, well, you got suggestions for a podcast? Off you pop.
Yeah.
Go do one.
Call it Buttons the what?
See how stressful this fucking awful stuff is.
Yeah. Shit.
Anyway, we've changed the room round.
Yeah, I see it.
It's nice.
Oh, let me clarify about defending Diablo, since it got everyone so confused last week when I was listening. I said there was no one here to defend Diablo, meaning I was the only one. I'm the only one
Who still likes it?
that's played it to the point where I can tell you categorically that it's still a good game.
It's wank.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. You're so cut and dry. There's no there's no movement with you. If you're just like, nah, stop it. No, do it. Nah, it's shit. Nah, it's great. There's no middle ground with you on anything.
There is.
It's not.
There is.
It's not.
Diablo.
Honestly, I say this every time. I don't know how Steph puts up with you because she's such a lovely, nice girl and you're such a knob.
Yeah, but it could have been good, and then they fucking ruined it.
No, I'm not saying that they haven't fucked it up, but what I'm saying is nowhere near dead. That's nonsense.
No, it's dead. It is
It's
dead.
not.
It just is. It is dead.
I don't care whether it's dead or not, but I'm telling you that it's not dead.
Any game that runs on a remit of fucking rinse and repeat every 3 months with only 1 month's worth of content at best is not going to survive.
But then Diablo 3 has done that for the last fucking
You know what
10 years.
You know what my hot
that's still
take is?
fine.
I think Blizzard are done.
No, hopefully, and then WoW will just die.
I think it's coming to an end. I do think it's dead. I don't think they've got much more left in the tank.
They've not got a lot of money in the bank. Have
No.
They fuck WoW up. Everyone goes mad. It's
And you
Overwatch as well. They've done,
Yeah.
haven't they? Everyone lost their shit over
You
that.
can tell it by the trying to rinse of money. The amount of cosmetics and shit that's coming through World of Warcraft is unprecedented because they're just trying to fucking scrounge for some dough.
Yeah,
I don't think they've got much more life left in them. They fucked up too many times.
I can't speak for WoW. I can speak for Diablo, so it's not dying.
It's basically all the OGs in the development team that were in the fucking early 2000s making the games that were incredible. Obviously fucked off. So now it's a new team, but there's no one to necessarily teach that new team how to fucking do anything. So that's why it's all snowballing downhill, because there's no veterans there anymore to fucking show the way of how it used to be. And so a lot of people are saying, myself included, why don't those old devs just make their own company and start making some of their own shit? Because they're all the hot stuff. And then all the I suppose you've got to start somewhere. You're not going to be fucking amazing as a developer straight away, but it's just all the good people seem to have disappeared. Much like West Ham. All the decent people have gone, and now you're left with all the shit.
Just categorically false. We've lost our best player, granted. Still got loads of good shit. Jared Bowen's on fire and he's shagging Danny Dyer.
How rude.
Well, that's what
How rude on this podcast.
He fucking sings it himself.
He loves it.
He does love it.
Mum.
Mother.
What have you been up to? I haven't actually spoken to you for a while.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I've been busy.
Working, haven't I? You know what I've been doing. Wedding anniversary last week.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and then I had... that's why I weren't here, by the way.
That was your iron.
Yeah. What did I get her again?
An iron.
No, I didn't actually get her an iron, did I? Oh, I got her,
I don't know,
got her a little bit of wood with these little iron figurines of me and her and 2 kids. It's pretty cool.
Decent.
She liked it. What did she get me? Fuck. She got me saying, I can't remember what it was.
What did she get you? Did she get you anything?
Yeah. She got me saying.
Black
What
Series.
the fuck was it?
What did she get you? Funko Pop?
No. Fuck knows. I can't remember. It must have been a load of shit.
Memorable.
Yeah. I honestly can't remember. Was it a key ring?
You're so lucky she doesn't listen to this.
Yeah. So yeah, I done that. Where was I the week before?
Fuck knows. You're part time over here, aren't you?
No. You didn't get back till fucking 4:30.
Oh yeah, I got fucking rear-ended up the arse.
Yeah, so that one was on you. Yeah, last week was the wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Well, you know what I mean. So that's why I ain't been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just explaining the fact.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, I've been playing many games lately. I've actually got back on the gaming hype because I haven't been playing for a while. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot. I got right back into DayZ.
Nice.
Got some funny stories on that. I can send you the videos actually. I need to edit them and download them. I've been playing Dead Cells. Ever played Dead Cells before?
No.
Where it's like voted as one of the best roguelikes there is. And I'm a sucker for a good roguelike. I played it on the Switch many years ago, but it just sucks balls on the Switch. Most things do. I can't control it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's just the handheld controls. It's fine when I've got it on the TV with the Pro controller.
Yeah.
But anything that I have to use, like the little tiny fucking Joy-Cons on the handheld thing, it's so finicky. Do you know what I mean?
No, not really.
All right, okay. You're just scared of Steph, aren't you?
No, because I've got Steam Deck, so it's the same shit. The handheld.
No.
I know it's different.
No, it's not.
Slightly different. Do you mean the joysticks or the actual buttons?
The joysticks.
The actual joysticks.
They're
you don't like
terrible. If you try and aim anything on like Zelda or something, good luck.
Yeah, because they're smaller.
There's no fine tuning aiming there. Do you know what I mean? So there's certain games that just don't feel good, and Dead Cells is one of them.
That's why you got a Pro controller though.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, I got it on PS5. I didn't actually buy it. I looked at it. I'm collecting something new, which is called money. So I'm not.
Is it going well?
Yeah, it is actually.
Fun.
I'm not spending anything. And it was like 20 quid plus fucking. It was about 30 quid for the game and all the DLC. Right, I thought, fuck that. So
all the old money collectors.
I bumped up my PlayStation subscription to the next tier, which give it to me for free. So. You know, cost me an extra £2 a month, and I get to play Dead Cells. Yeah, see, I refuse to bump up my fucking PlayStation Plus because their tiers are fucking wank. Well, yeah, I don't know. It depends if you want any of the games on the list. Refuse it. So yeah, I'm playing that. DayZ. What else am I playing? I downloaded Deep Rock Galactica. The old dwarf space shit. That was fun. I was playing that last night. Yeah, that's a decent one. I quite enjoyed that. That was fun. Rock and Stone. It's always better when you're playing with other people, I think. I think that's like a game where it's designed to be played with other people. And I downloaded the PGA. What, golf? Is that the way? PGA Tour? PGA Tour 2K23. Fuck me. I was playing that. Jesus. That was free on PlayStation Plus. Yeah, isn't that great? Have you liked that? I used to love golf games. I used to play so many. I used to play... Who the fuck plays golf games? Loads of people. Tiger Woods, when I was younger, me and Clarky fucking used to rinse that. It was good times. So yeah, it's good. That sounds so fucking boring. It's not. It's the only golf I've ever enjoyed playing was the one in GTA, and that's because you could fucking hit people. That's the worst, bro. That's the worst golf game. I know. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. So yeah, now I'm just like spoiled for choice. I wanted to play Battlefront 2 again. I haven't. The only reason I haven't played that is because I have to put the disc in. That is the reason. Sacrilege. Yeah, and I can't bother to find it. I can't bother to find the fucking disc. Disgusting. It's in the box somewhere. And yeah, obviously I got SWOTOR, but once again, I need to play that because it's on a subscription. But I just don't know. Yeah. I'm in that limbo where I want to play many things, but they're not out. So I want to play Starfield, not out. I want to play Baldur's Gate. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it is out, but not for me. I can't play that on the laptop. I'd rather play on the console, so I have to wait. And that's coming out same time as Starfield on console, so that's backburner. And Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk don't come out to the end of next month, so that's got some time. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, many things. You've been playing Baldur's Gate a little bit? I've been playing a little bit of it. Talk to me. I've been playing a bit of Baldur's Gate. So, oh God. If I see one more fucking TikTok, here's the quickest way to do this. I hate it. I hate this new age of
tips and trick videos and fucking quick life hacks and all this shit for games that have been out for 5 minutes. It's so annoying. Yes, you go, well, don't watch them then. I don't. Believe me, I don't watch them. I scroll straight past them. But maybe the fucking nanosecond that I see it keeps it in the algorithm because I keep seeing fucking videos. And same with Remnant 2. Oh, here's a secret weapon that you can get. All this stuff that you can do. Here's how to get the most money. All that shit. I hate it.
Remnant 2 is a prime example of a changed me. Because that looks like a sick game. This gets a lot. It's got a lot of fucking...
It looks fantastic.
It's got a lot of positive reviews, a lot of positive people that I trust in the industry are saying good things about it. And I haven't bought it because I'm collecting money.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
But I want to play it and I want to buy it, but I keep going on it and I'm like, nah, I'm not paying 50 quid.
Yeah, see,
normally I'll drop that bomb. Bosh.
I was really interested in it until I see all the videos of people saying, oh, here's this secret and here's this secret and you can do this, but you also need to do 10 things to get this one thing to then get another 20 things to then do this one thing which gives you this thing. And I was like, I ain't got the time. I can't be bothered. And Baldur's Gate is an extremely fun game. Like Cyberpunk, you get to pick your own penis. And everyone loves to pick their own penis. And then you can pick a different vulva. It's great if you wanted to. It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm not that far in. I'm maybe like 3 hours into the game, so fucking barely scratched the surface of it. And I'm enjoying it. It's definitely a different kind of game. People are whinging a lot about the style of gameplay in that it's turn-based. It's D&D. What the fuck did you expect? It's like playing chess and then kicking off because it's turn-based. What did you expect? That is just what it is. It's in that world. I quite enjoy it. It gives you time to think. It's it's very fun at the moment. You can pretty much do whatever you want, sort of within reason. But if I wanted to pick a body up and throw it at someone's head, I can if I wanted to. That kind of shit.
I've never played a game with more freedom to do things than Divinity Original Sin 2, which is
basically it. Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Same developer. And yeah, so I know exactly what is expected. You know, cast this, talk to animals, and
yeah. I've never played a game like this before.
Yeah, no, honestly,
it's fun.
It's fucking nuts. Like me and Clarky was playing it at the same time, not co-op, but we was playing it at the same time, and we discussed like where we was up to, and we were similar location wise, and I don't think I've ever heard two different stories. Like, because everyone preaches, decisions have choice and blah blah. Nothing like this game or Divinity was. So Baldur's Gate is only going to amplify that by tenfold. Baldur's
Gate is just it's such a benchmark, and I know a lot of developers are hating on it because it is setting such a high benchmark. They've even come out and said there is no DLC. You don't have to pay for it. There is no transactions within the game. Everything is there. It is free. They said this themselves. You've paid for the game. You've paid for a complete game. Here is that entire game and everything in it you've already owned because you fucking paid for it. And I think a lot of developers are running scared because like, oh, this isn't the benchmark. This is a one-off. No, this is what it should fucking be. I paid 60 quid for a game. That's it. I shouldn't have to spend any more money for it to be interesting. If you want to throw in a DLC later on, that's absolutely fine. But don't gatekeep stuff behind money, how a lot of games do. The game released absolutely fine. There was a slight issue, like I said to you, with Steam where it was overloaded. So the download speeds were fucking horrendous, but they sorted themselves out. And yeah, the handful of times that I've jumped in have been great. I can tell this game's going to take me fucking forever because of just moving around and searching everything. And
I don't think you're finishing this game
and figuring shit out.
I thought that well before you bought it. I just knew if you play this, you're not finishing it. Your attention span is too short. You will move on to pastures new before you even hit Act 2.
It's going to be difficult if I ain't done it by the time Starfield comes out.
I see a geezer yesterday. He had to, because you obviously had to delete. This has been in early access for like
delete the early
years, like Act 1. And the geezer showed his Steam page and said, this is a sad moment for me. And he had over, because obviously it had Act 1, only Act 1. They've changed a lot of it now anyway, but he had over 2,000 hours on Act 1 alone. Obviously,
Crazy.
he's just played it for years, but 2,000 hours, if you've got 2,000 hours worth of content possible and you're missing about in that's nuts. That's just the first act, you know? It's got, did I see it say it had 178 hours of cutscene or something?
Yeah. But you won't scratch the surface on seeing it all.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. That's
something like that, and
mental.
then something like over 600 different spells, like 60 odd different fucking classes or some shit like that. I did see the statistics of it, and it was fucking mammoth. Which I won't lie to you, I looked at that and thought, that's not happening. I went, that's there, and yeah, the chances are I probably won't finish it. I'll probably get a bit in. I don't think that will take away from the fact that it's a great game, but you're right. My attention span for this kind of stuff is very weak. It just is.
Unless something grabs you, like your attention span is one or two ways I've noticed. You're either like, yeah, I really love this, but that's enough for me, and you'll move on with your life, or you'll be like, I really love this, and I can't stop. No Man's Sky. He was like, I just obsessed with it.
Yeah,
he was just in. All the way in.
If it weren't for Baldur's Gate, I would have had Cyberpunk done already. 100%.
Ah, we need to talk that as well.
Because Baldur's Gate's just sort of like taking it a little bit. And I probably will be one of those people that dips in and out of Baldur's Gate, but I can't. I already know I'm not going to be sitting there every night playing it. Because it's just not. I think it comes down to a creativity issue for me. I'm not a creative person. So you give me the freedom to do whatever you want. You're giving me a sword and then a rocket launcher and a barrel of grease and a fucking grenade. I'm going to hit you with the sword. Because I the other shit, I'm just not.
Yeah,
I threw a pot of grease down and then set it on fire, and that's the most creative I've ever been within a game.
Yeah,
Did that on my own.
I know what you mean.
And I was like, I
get paralysed by choice.
Yeah, it's not because it's not laid out to you, and you can do whatever you want, which is a fantastic thing. I'm not knocking that whatsoever. It's just for me personally, I feel like I don't want my hand held, but I kind of do at the same time. You know what I mean? I want a load of stuff that I can choose from, but in a nice little package.
There's a fine line between Baldur's Gate and Final Fantasy combat. You know, you can either just whack the same button over and over, which is mind-numbing, or you can give us loads of choice and it's paralysing. You need a common middle ground somewhere where it's a mixture of thing. But then, like I say, turn-based games are very difficult. Notoriously for me, I love turn-based games like XCOM. I used to love playing that. I'm a big fan of XCOM. Pokemon. You know, games like that. But when it comes to this, where you've got to factor in Divinity, and I imagine it's similar, if not the same. You have to factor in multiple party members, all their different abilities, where they are on the battlefield, where the enemies are on the battlefield.
Correct.
If you've got elevation on them, because if you've got elevation, you do more damage.
Yeah. What's around you?
Yeah. What's your surroundings? What's environmental? What's
there's a lot going on.
What's combustible? What the weather's like?
Yeah.
You know, all your spells and stuff like
you
that.
Can
so
fucking
it's a lot going
slip on blood.
That's what I mean. It's
you can
nuts.
fall. It's. I'll tell you what. This is a good little comparison. It feels overwhelming in a standard of DayZ, where there's just so much freedom for you to do. But that happiness that I had on DayZ, and you can ask Steph about it, where I managed to set up a fire and just cook some fucking sweet corn. That happiness I was getting from that, I was prepared to just set up camp in that little fucking village forever. Like, I've got my little fire. I've got some patches where I can grow fucking tomatoes and shit like that. I'm sweet. I don't need the combat. Leave me alone. I'm surviving here. And that was some tiny little aspect in this big, vast fucking universe of shit that I can do. And I got you telling me I can put a fucking bag over someone's head and then put a pool cue up their arse. You know what I mean? Like, I can do all this kind of stuff, and I'm sitting there cooking fucking sweet corn, and that's where I'm happy. It's kind of like that with Baldur's Gate. I know that I can do loads of big elaborate stuff, but I already know that I'm not going to do that unless I've got someone with me who's like helping me through it, which for me I think's okay. I haven't got an issue that I've just given them 60 quid, because I think what they've made is fantastic. Have the fucking money. I'll be able to dip in and out of it whenever I want. I'm already talking myself out of it. fuck this game. This is the last I'll play of it. I'm sorry, everyone. That's great. Get it.
I will. And I did contemplate getting it for the laptop, and I would have bought it if it gave you that lovely, sweet cross-platform play.
Which it doesn't.
Obviously.
I know, it just doesn't.
Don't blame anyone for not doing that.
I'd be interested to see what it's like on console, though.
I played Divinity on console, and I loved it. I just don't like pointing and clicking. How do you move on this? WASD or point and click? You don't like that, do you?
The movement is pissing me off because
like
it's point and click, but WASD moves the camera
right
freely around. So say,
look at me.
So say where
is it point and click or WASD?
You know your shit. Where the where your people are. Say there. Imagine these people. There's a 20-meter area, a radius round. You can move the camera anywhere you want around that and spin it around and all that shit. And then you can click. So the movement is cool because you can look like quite far ahead and then click go and then just wait for your people to rock up. But the click movement aspect, I've never been a fan of it. Never been a fan of it.
That's why
I just find it annoying.
I'm just more at home on a control, just moving with the analog stick and stuff.
I mean,
when you're in turn-based contact, when you're in turn-based combat, moving, then you move around to grid point. That's fine. Yeah. But when I'm just like bowling about, I want an analog, man. I just want to roll around, you know.
I feel like from an exploration point of view, I would do better with not having to click and move. It makes life a lot easier. Like playing Diablo 4 with a controller plugged in was a completely different experience to playing it with a mouse and keyboard, because you have that freedom of movement with analog sticks. It just feels nicer.
It's such a fine line because I feel like I want the movement of analog sticks, but I want the inventory with a mouse. Do you know what I mean? Same with DayZ.
Yeah.
Like I just couldn't play a game like DayZ on a mouse because I don't like the idea of aiming or anything with a mouse. It's just foreign to me. But I like the menu stuff with a mouse and keyboard.
See, I prefer aiming with a mouse.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, but because it's just what I'm used to. I'm natural.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm far more used to doing it on analogs than I am on a mouse. So although I prefer the feeling of shooting with a mouse, I will always go back to analogs because it's what I'm comfortable with. I know how to get used to it. It's like I downloaded Control onto the laptop, which I've already got on my Steam Deck, which I've very nearly finished it. I'm just doing it in drips and drabs. And I played it for about half hour on the laptop and uninstalled it because I was like, I don't like this on the laptop. It feels nice on this laptop, but I'm so used to it on the Steam Deck with a typical like controller gamepad setup. I was like, I don't want to. Let me just have one. And I feel like Baldur's Gate would kind of be like that. But ultimately, I don't really give a fuck because I'm not ripping the game apart. I think it's fantastic. But if it's not for me, then it's not for me. At least I've tried.
I know it'll be for me. I look forward to it, but it's one of them that
I never thought it would be your kind of thing. I thought you was thought you was too cockney.
I love Divinity 2. Granted, never finished it. So I probably will be in the same boat as you. Overwhelmed me, and fuck me, did it get hard. Like, really hard.
Yeah.
I'm not used to them sort of games. I'm not good at them sort of games, but I enjoy all the story and the weapons and the characters and all that. When it comes to the combat, I suck balls. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it is what it is. I'll see how I get on.
I know anyone who plays D&D like in real life is obviously going to be having a wet dream over this kind of shit. So they'll have a much easier time, especially people that have a group of people to play with that will treat it as if it is real life D&D where they only play it when they meet up. I feel like that experience will be something that I won't get to take part in because obviously I don't have a community like that. But not massively fussed either.
Right, do you want some tales from DayZ? Tales of the Wasteland?
Yeah, I'll have a wee first.
Okay.
Just watched a clip that Ash got from DayZ of him being fucking just abused.
I was
just abused. I don't like what I've seen because he just fucking pointed a gun at you and said, "Let me look through your shit." Nah.
So for context, I bumped into a geezer. I said, "Hello, fella." He said, "What you saying?" I said, "Not a lot." We moved our separate ways. I kept my eyes on him. I didn't know what his game plan was. And then the zombies spotted me, so I ran and hid in a shed. Panicked a little bit. Opened the door instead of shutting it. And And then I heard him whacking up the zombies outside. So I opened the door and he come over and he just said, no problem.
No problem.
I was like, yeah, cheers, fella. He's like, can you do me a favour? I said, what's that? Put your fucking hands in the air.
Yeah. Pulls the
like-
gun straight away.
was
9mm.
Yeah, I was like, to be honest, I don't know if he had any bullets, but you can't take that risk. So I was like, well, yeah, no worries, but I don't know how to put my hands in the air, so I'm fiddling in the menus trying to put my hands in the air. He said, look, don't worry, he laughed at me. He said, just put your clothes on the floor and go and sit in the corner. So I did as I was told. He looked through my stuff. He said, don't worry about it, keep your food, and off you go. And he buggered off, and I said, thanks for holding me up and going through all my stuff. Now, that doesn't sound major exciting, but that is DayZ, and that's why, as I said to Jem, and it's Jem's favourite game ever made. She loves it. Not that she's a gamer, but she just fucking loves DayZ. And it's them interactions that make the game, and that's why it's so amazing.
You got robbed up.
I got robbed, and I had a great time getting robbed.
So you sat in a corner.
Yeah.
Here's what would have happened. I would have gone, fuck yourself, and then would have gone to throw the fist.
And he'd have shot you in the head.
That's what I would have said to him. I said, you want my stuff, you're going to have to kill me if you want this stuff. Fuck you. And then we would have taken that risk. And if I'd have won, I would have been big bollocks.
But I had a few items, and I didn't want to lose
It
it.
just wouldn't have happened.
So a couple of other things that have happened in my travels. I was going through a village. It was the same night as that, actually. And I spotted a geezer. So I try and be friendly with people. I try not to shoot on sight.
We are different players.
Most of the time, I don't have guns, to be honest with you. But I was like, "Hello, you all right?" He just fucking shot at me straight away. So I just darted away through the forest, ran round, wrapped round to this other bit of village, and I was going through some houses. I bumped into some other dude, and I was like, "You all right?" And then Matey Bob come across the bridge, the geezer that had just chased me, and he was like, "Hello." Oh, he's like, "Hello." I think he's Russian. He was.
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you just try to shoot at someone?" He was like, "Yes, I tried to kill a freshie." I was like,
A freshie.
Yeah, that was me. I didn't tell him it was me.
Yeah, whoopsie daisy.
Yeah. And then he said to the other guy, he was like, "Do you have mic?" And he like done that with his head, you know, to say no. So he just shot him in the head, and he went, "No mic, no life." But fuck me, did it make me jump, because I wasn't expecting it. I was watching him shake his head, and he had a shotgun and went. It made me fucking jump out my skin, and you'll see when I get the video, like my camera shake where it made me like flinch because it made me jump so much. And I was like, well, that's one way to deal with it, I guess.
No life.
No mic, no life. And
so ruthless.
oh, it's funny though. He had all the gear, man. He was geared up. And then he was like, "Do you have food?" I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Here, have some beans." So he gave me some beans. I was like, I had no way to open the tin.
Yeah.
So but I was scared to ask. I was like, "Thank you very much, but I can't open them." He was like, "Here, I'll take my knife." So I used his knife, and he was like, "Give me knife back." I was like, "Yep, take your knife."
You can have that back.
Do you want some of these beans? He was like, "No, you eat them." Oh, fucking hell, was he poisoned them or something?
Yeah, what's he doing here?
Now, yeah, I took the beans and he went, "Good luck, my friend. Thank you for interacting with me." And then he walked off. And then that was the interaction I had, and it was fucking great. And the reason I thought he might have poisoned him or something, in hindsight, he couldn't have because they were sealed. But I've been watching YouTube videos of this geezer that goes around and he fills all these fucking bottles up with fucking petrol.
Yeah.
And then whenever he bumps into any, I was like, "Oh, do you need water?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he gives them the drink, but don't give them the bottle. He just pours it in their mouth. And then he's like, and they're like, "Oh yeah, thanks so much," because obviously their first meter goes up, so it's fine. And then all of a sudden they just start throwing up. They're like, "What you done?" It's like, "You got a belly full of diesel."
I've just filled you up with fucking diesel, mate. Whoopsie daisy.
I committed cardinal DayZ sin. I got a fair bit of gear.
You logged out, didn't you?
Yeah. And
I just know.
I was in an airfield tower. No, I was in a little military base thing.
You was going to log out there on that clip you showed me because you hit start.
No, that was me genuinely pressing.
Was it just you fumbling trying to get the
because you can't
fucking...
log out because it takes 15 seconds. So he just shot me. But yeah, I come out like a little military area, and this geezer was just bowing about, and I startled him as much as he startled me. So I just went, hello, friendly.
Yeah.
And he just
weren't having it.
Yeah, no, he just ran around the building and he weren't answering me. So I knew we were fighting. I could hear him running around the building, so I just went upstairs and logged out. So I don't know how long that geezer's probably thinking I was still in that building for, like trying to attempt to get in there, and then I'm just gone.
Mind games.
But when I logged back in like 20 minutes later, and there was just a glow stick on the floor. So I don't know if that's like a sign to say, you're a prick. I know what you did. Here's a glow stick.
I'm pretty sure when you log out, you leave a glow stick.
I don't know. Maybe that's.
I think
what it
when
is.
you log out, you leave a glow stick or something.
And then I had another interaction where I was in a military base, and a geezer came along, and it was in the same building, funnily enough. And I said hello. He didn't say nothing. He ran away. So fuck's sake. So I ran upstairs and I was like looking out the windows. And then I heard hello. I was like hello. And he came back, but he came back with a mate. But I was like holding a really good position because I was upstairs. The only way they could get me was if they come upstairs. And I was going to hit one of them. Whether I killed them or not's another matter. But they don't know what I've got, do they? So they were like, right, listen, we're going to need that plate carrier you've got, which is like an armour vest thing. I was like, I ain't got a plate carrier. They was like, yeah, we know you have. We've seen it. I was like, I'm telling you now I haven't because I didn't. I said, I got a field vest. That's all. They was like, what weapons you got? I was like, I can't fucking tell you that. You know, no, yeah. I've got nothing, mate. Come up and fuck me. I was like, yeah, I've got weapons. What you got? I was like, yeah, we got weapons. You're going to need to come downstairs and with your hands up. And we're going to take that plate carrier. That's all we want. I was like, right, well, if I come downstairs, then you're going to say I haven't got a plate carrier. Are you going to kill me? He was like, look, if you don't come downstairs, we're just going to come up and kill you anyway. So I was like, all right, point taken.
Yeah.
I'm on my way. So I come down with, I worked out to put my arms up. So I come down with my arms up, and there's like, oh, you haven't got a plate carrier. All right, best of luck to your friend. And then they fucked off and left me. And all these little interactions are so fun, so scary, and so meaningful. Because right now, I've got an SMG with loads of shit, with bullets. I've cleaned it, so it's like really good condition. I've got 2 silenced pistols with loads of ammo. I've got army helmet. I've got a plate carrier. I've got army backpack, army trousers, army jacket. I've got a hockey mask. I look ruthless.
Mine was the food and water was my biggest issue. Just keeping topped up with food and water.
I'm all right with that. It's all about when to eat it and when not to eat it and how much energy you exert and stuff like that. There's so many like things under the hood that affect that. But I'm all right with the food. The food's never really an issue for me. I've got a big canteen full of water. I've got loads of food in my backpack. So now I'm like, it's difficult because now I'm geared up, but what are you supposed to do with all that gear? Well, you're supposed to interact with people, I guess, or just keep hunting for stuff. But I get scared when I see other people. Do you know what I mean? I get really fucking terrified.
Yep. Because you might lose it all.
Yeah. But I've made it a point to not log out, you know, because it's the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
You know, it's pointless if you're going to do that. So when I was waiting for you to get back, I had a little jumped on earlier. And I was just running around, and I noticed a house with smoke coming out the chimney. So here we go. I'm gonna murder someone. I'm a ruthless killer. So I was like, walked up to the fucking door. I was like, knock, knock, motherfucker. Better come out. Put your hands up. No reply. So I fucking opened the door, closed it, got my SMG out, poking my head around the corner. I'm gonna kill you. There's no one in there. Someone was in there cooking up food,
and they fucked off.
And then they fucked off. But I knew they was in the area.
Yeah.
But now I'm nervous. So I'm like, are they trapping me? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Because you don't know if that person might be more fucking geared up than you are.
But mate, I've got everything. I've got knives, fucking guns, ammo, food, water. I've got. If someone shoots me, they're gonna have to have a fucking good shot because I'm not going down. I've got armor on, and I've got fucking helmets and everything. So. Yeah, I think my next plan of attack is I want to head a bit south. I know where I am. I've got the map up. Let's go south of the water, and I'm going to head a bit south and go to the next military base, and then try and find me a proper like big AK or M4 or something. Because at the moment I've only got an SMG and pistol, but yeah, I've got a rifle but no bullets for it or magazine. But yeah, it's such a good game. I always go back to DayZ. I've got like 130 hours in it, which I wasn't aware of.
What the fuck was that?
That is my.
Was that you?
Yeah, it's my little creature.
It's making so many noises, like a sound box.
Good good game. So that's
good game.
That's what I've been
It's a
doing.
good game. I think the last time I played it, I died because I cooked some chicken but didn't wash my hands. So when I ate the chicken, I got salmonella.
Yeah.
Then I died.
Yeah.
Fuming.
Yes.
Fuming. I said, and I put the controller down. I said, that was fantastic. I'm never playing this again.
But much like you, the game just puts me in a state of like zen. So if I'm just out in the field or whatever, and I cook up a little fire and I'm sitting by the fire, I've obviously got headphones on because you need to hear what's going on, and you can hear like the birds or the sound of just like the wind and the fire crackling and stuff like that. There's a real zen feeling about it, but also absolute terrifying feeling because someone was that in the bush.
Yeah,
was that noise?
on?
Was
Yeah,
that noise?
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know because the map's so big, but yet you always seem to come across people somewhere, and you never know what another player's intentions are. You know, some people are friendly. You know, the furthest south,
some people ain't.
the furthest south I ever made it. I remember Jem was watching me, and I just found like a lodge place. I'd never been there before, and obviously the loot gets better the further south you go or inland, depending on what map you play. And I was excited, and just as I got there, this fucking heavily geared geezer was just aiming like a fucking AK or M4 at me or something. Gas mask on and everything. I was like, whoa, no, friendly. And he was the nicest geezer in the world. He was like, all right, I just want to make sure you weren't going to shoot me. Do you need anything? I've got medicine. I've got this, that, and the other. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I thought probably 30 hours worth of play or whatever was just coming to an end.
Just about to go.
And it didn't. And that was just so epic. And then I fucking trod on a landmine, broke my legs, and I had to crawl to try and get some sticks to make a splint. But it's just a fascinating experience. It's such an amazing game.
It's all of that, I think, over there.
No, it is.
Then I stepped on a landmine.
It is,
fucked.
but you need. I was bleeding, bandages, splints, everything. But they need to like make DayZ 2 on like Unreal Engine 5. Like that, the potential for that game is just ludicrous.
Yeah, they got to bump them graphics up, make it a little bit more tasty, and then fucking let's go and have it.
It's still very, very popular. Still gets a lot of views on YouTube. It's still a massively popular game. And yeah, I love it. And
it's got a cult following, 100%.
Oh, it's
you got to be a special kind of person to really enjoy DayZ, which you evidently are. And I enjoy DayZ as well. I really do. I know exactly what you mean. That anxiety and excitement of having a decent bit of loot and then coming into contact with hostile people, and you're like, oh fucking hell, here we go. And it's either fight or flight. And it's just you don't know if the person you're coming up against is the same as you, or if they've been playing for fucking 10 years. You just don't know what they're capable of.
But you just fucking do wild shit. You can I walked into a house and there was no one in there, but someone had been in there because there was loads of human flesh on the floor.
It's great.
You know, you could tie someone up and force them to eat human flesh, which will make them go crazy. And they just keep giggling. They're like, so they can never sneak around or anything. You know where they are. And the feeling of like actually killing someone is no
it's
feeling.
Great, isn't it?
Because you're just like, it's hard to kill someone. It's hard to shoot them. It's hard to get like a clean shot on them. And even when you shoot them, there's no hit markers. You don't know if they're dead or they're just unconscious, or you need to get in close and see if they're gone. And it's just, especially if you shoot someone from distance and they drop and you can't see them no more, and you don't know whether they're up, they've moved, where their location is. There's no hit markers. There's no red dots. There's no map. The only map you've got is one you can download on the App Store, and you have to try and work out where you are from landmarks and stuff. It's an amazing game. But yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste, and probably once I've lost this life, I probably won't play it again for a while.
Yeah.
But while I am playing it and I am alive,
enjoying it.
That's great. What I have been thinking about playing, last night I was heavily thinking about it, and I've played it before, and I don't really like it, but you like it a lot, and it seems appropriate. Is Outer Worlds. Because it's leading up to Starfield.
But you said you'd completed it already.
I said I played it. I never finished it.
You never finished it? Oh, it's so good.
It just got very boring and repetitive.
No, I liked it, man. It was good.
All
good
the
fun.
assets were all the same. All the exteriors and interiors were very they're just the same. It was very cut and paste.
It's good. I found it really
Copy
good.
and paste.
I found it really fun because it's a lot shorter than than Fallout. Obviously, it's Oblivion that makes Outer Worlds, isn't it? Oh no, it's not.
Obsidian.
Sorry. I'm thinking of Oblivion because I'm playing ESO with Steph at the moment. It's shorter, but I really liked it. It felt a lot more combat wise. I think it felt better than previous Fallout games. Maybe not Fallout 4, but previous titles before that. I think it felt more streamlined. And I quite liked the story because you weren't getting overwhelmed with stuff. It is a much more basic world. There is still hidden stuff going on and all this type of shit, but it's like a 30, 40 hour campaign, something like that. It's really not massive, and it's quite a bit more linear than other games, than other Fallouts. It's open world still, but it's very much fly to this place. You can now explore this like certain area, like kind of like Destiny-esque type thing. But yeah, I 100% recommend it. Very fun game.
After listening to that and I was just having flashbacks of everything I remember playing it. I'm not going to play it. I remember playing it, and I remember being in certain places just being like, this is fucking boring as fuck. I remember it now vividly. I got quite far. I was on like the 3rd planet or something.
Yeah, I completed it. I really liked it. I did really, but again, that was like the 5th time me trying to play it. So I know exactly what you mean. When I first jumped into it, I thought the same thing. I was like, this is a bit empty, because where you have something like Fallout 4, you're in a desolate wasteland. It's designed to be somewhat empty, but it's not at the same time. Whereas Outer Worlds, you're in this futuristic, mechanical, corporate world where I feel like a lot of the best areas are sort of like in the middle and towards the end. You're not hit with that instant like, wow. Whereas like something like Fallout 4, obviously you're living a normal life and then boom, the nuke fucking hits and it's you going down into the vault and you're like, fuck, I need to get out of here to have a look at what's going on, blah, blah, blah. You got that excitement. Whereas Outer Worlds, yeah, I know what you mean, but I do think you should try and give it a go. I know you won't.
No, I probably won't. I remember on like the 1st planet or something, they had like a tuna factory or something.
Yeah.
I killed every single person. Every single NPC there was.
Of course you did.
Even like the main characters, the only people that it wouldn't let me kill were the only people that lived.
Yeah.
And I remember them like actually having dialogue that represented the fact that I just murdered everybody.
Yeah. Because you're helping the one of your companions, sort of like revamp it and take it over from the corrupt.
Yeah,
fucking
you either have to
corporate.
flip the switch to take all the power from one place to another.
Yeah.
Then no one can eat and that, But I think I done that and then just murdered the other people.
You know what? I did the same thing and then reloaded the save, because you got this big tuna factory and all the workers in there are oppressed and they're earning fuck all and blah blah blah, and it's this factory's run by this big corporate guy that's just in it for profits and all that shit and trying to work up the ladder. Sounds very similar. And then there's a bunch of people like settlers from this factory that basically said, no, fuck this, we're going off and doing our own thing, and yeah, have set up like some kind of like some hippie camp type thing, haven't they? Like where they're like self-sustainable, greenhouse type.
That's it.
Mass like experimental thing. And yeah, you're met with a choice of, all right, we'll divert power to these new settlers or divert power to this tuna factory where your dad or this woman's dad happens to live, who is like, I think he's ill or something, and you need the money. You need to somehow make some money for him to get better and blah blah blah. And yeah, it's a very it goes one or two ways. And I did the same thing. My actual completion of the game, I give all the power to the tuna factory and then fucking took the factory over. I like took out all the corruption. But yeah, I did the same thing as you at one point. I diverted it to the greenhouse area and then went back and just fucking slaughtered everyone. Because you can. Because you can. Fucking why not? Why the fuck not? It'll be the same in Starfield, man.
Give me the keys to the kingdom and watch it crumble.
Yeah, it will be the same with Starfield. I'm so excited for that game. I'm excited that I haven't got to buy it.
I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for that game.
I'm also excited that I cancelled my fucking Constellation Edition.
I am excited that I cancelled my Constellation Edition, although I nearly re-pre-ordered it again.
No. Why?
I don't know, because I'm an idiot. But then I remembered I'm collecting money, not toys.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to you about Cyberpunk, barring the whole evening that I sat watching you.
Yeah.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. It was a great evening.
What a fun game.
Yeah.
What a fun game. I haven't played a massive amount of it. What am I? I think I'm over the 20-hour mark. I mean, something like that. Very fun. I know exactly what you mean, where you were saying that the side missions, you can't tell what's side and what's main. Because I thought I was doing a big old side mission. I weren't. I looked at the fucking journal thing and it was a fucking side mission. I was like, what the fuck's... There's a lot of stuff. I think... Do you have to keep going back to the Ripper dock? Or does the main story, like, every now and then take you back to them? Because I've other than the story taking me to the Ripper dock, I haven't actually been back to him since I fucking paid him off, which was very early on. I gave him the money that I owed him.
I did exactly the same. I just loved him. I was like, I got to pay this man.
I need to pay you back. So I haven't actually been back to him for a while, and I know that like my mods and shit, I'm still very lacking on the whole mod side of things.
Yeah, I don't think it takes you back there. I think you just choose as and when to get what you want installed. So
I need to get money. That's my biggest problem.
I think
money.
the first thing I went for was like springy legs or something. So you hold jump and you can jump like on top of buildings and shit.
Yeah, I need to
and
get
then
springy
I've got
legs.
the mantis arms, which is the blades that come out.
Do you have to unlock them, or is that something where just as you level up they become available?
It's never really explained, I don't think. But yeah, I think every now and again you just go to a Ripper dock. It hasn't got to be them. I think they might have different.
Is the Ripper dock the one where the symbol is the body, or is that just a customization thing?
I can't remember. But I know there's multiple Ripper docks in all different places, and I don't know if they've got different abilities that they can unlock and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember just going back to a Ripper dock and finding like mantis arms and stuff, and like, well, I'm installing them. But the good thing is, like I say, when the new update comes out and stuff, they're making it so if you go to the Ripper dock and get mantis arms installed or whatever, you go in the menu, you click mantis arms, you got mantis arms. In the new update, they're doing it hopefully. Or what they've said they are is like you're going to get it installed. You're going to watch it get installed, much like in the first instance when you get eyes put in and stuff. That was so cool. I was like, this is sick. But then you never see that sort of stuff again. I was like, I need more of that.
It's use the blah, 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 the Ripper docks are represented by a medical forceps icon.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because the shady one that's like in like some back alley type thing where all like the sex robots and shit are going to get like black market fucking implants and shit. I went and had to have a chat with him because it was part of a main story, and he was
he's like a womany manny thing.
Yeah, some slimy fucking thing with dildos all in the bath and stuff like that. Yeah, I took his head off.
Yeah, same.
Took it off. I got what I wanted, and then he was just cowering on the floor.
Yeah.
Because I punched him in the face.
Yeah, same. I punched him.
Yeah. Punched him in the face.
Get the option to, didn't you?
Yeah, got what I wanted, and then I just looked at him with pity, and I pulled out my shotgun, and I just aimed it as close to his face as I possibly could, and I pulled the trigger. And then walked out there like nothing happened.
I did exactly the same.
I thought, I don't like him.
He's a piece of shit.
I don't like you at all. I've got exactly what I wanted. You can now die.
Yeah,
very, very simple behaviour. You're now gone. I liked doing the Delamain mission.
Taxis.
Where you have to go and find the 7 taxis. That I quite like that, where they have like their own
personality.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
That was a cool one. And then obviously. Just fucking around with like. What
do you think of the heist? Did you enjoy the heist?
What, at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was fun. The nice big twist, innit? I don't know how much I can say because obviously.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't played it, but yeah, real decent twisty, and then you got some sadness thrown in there. Not that much further after that. It's one of those games where I'm very glad to be playing it. Mark's bought it again, and he's playing through it again because in preparation for the fucking DLC. I feel like just from the snippet of when I first played it, the improvements are fucking night and day. from what I can see. I don't like the fucking animation of getting out of a motor.
Yeah,
Why we can't just have it where I can fucking bail? You've got it where if I'm on a motorbike, I hit something hard enough, I go flying over the handlebars. So why that can't be implemented? But it's not a fucking deal breaker. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It feels really good. The guns feel really good.
You wait till you get all like the Sandvesta fin or whatever it is, and you because I always rocked around with a fucking samurai sword. So like,
yeah, I don't like any of the melee stuff.
I fucking loved it.
I'm
So
not a
when you
fan
get
of
that slow down time thing, and you like slow down time, and you like, and you just, it's so enjoyable. And you get the executions off and stuff like that.
Shotguns are my main thing at the moment. That's what I've sort of like spec'd myself into is submachine guns and shotguns because I just the melees. But like I say, I haven't.
You're in the perfect position now because I think now you've played it, you're enjoying it. Blah blah. You might play Baldur's Gate, WoW, whatever the fuck you're gonna play. Starfield, you'll play that. So when the expansion comes out and then you jump back in,
I'm gonna be all over it.
You're gonna feel the difference as well.
And then I'm also experiencing the other side of things where that people were getting when Edge Runners come out. The people that have played Cyberpunk were like, "Oh my god, I'm seeing all this little bit." Well, I'm getting the other side of that. Having watched Edge Runners before playing Cyberpunk, like getting V's jacket, like the yellow jacket and shit like that. Like, oh shit, like it's so cool. So it's just such a vast world with it's not overwhelming. That's the bit that I like about it. The fast travelling is decent. It's very easy to fucking traverse the world. And the dialogues and everything is very good. It's a very good game. And Keanu Reeves is fucking great.
I love Keanu.
Johnny Silverhand.
Love Keanu.
He's great. He's fantastic. That experiencing that story is very cool because I know nothing of Cyberpunk. I've genuinely spoken to Steph about it loads of times before, like how like with Tears of the Kingdom, it's like how did you not ever get any spoilers for it? And she's like, well, you sometimes you just don't. Well, I'm the same with Cyberpunk. I never really understood what she was on about, but now with Cyberpunk, you think all them. When did it come out? 2020?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So about 3 years worth of I know nothing, literally nothing. All I knew was that Keanu Reeves was in it, but I didn't know in what capacity
why
he's in it, why he's in it, what any of the story is. I don't know any of the characters. I don't know what happens because when it first come out, it was absolutely appalling for me, and I returned it, and then that was it. That was Cyberpunk done for me. So there was zero interaction from me for Cyberpunk, so I never saw anything on it. And so far it's really good, and I know it's really good because I remember most of it.
Yeah,
I know pretty much I haven't played it for about 3, maybe 4 days, but I know where I am and what I've got to do and what's led up to that point and where it is, sort of what direction it's going in.
Some of them side quests are fucking nuts, man. Like some of them are so dark as well, and I'm like, I don't like this. Well, it's powerful. It's good. It's fucking amazing.
The cyber psychos are fun.
Yeah, I only killed a couple of them. I never killed that one. I watched you kill the other day.
Which one? Oh, what, the one by the bins or some shit like that where I just battered her with a shotgun.
Yeah. So I was playing, like I say, I was playing it on hard. So a lot of the I had to turn it down towards the end because
it's just getting too much.
No, it was just not enjoyable because my guns weren't feeling powerful. I felt like piss. Doesn't matter what abilities I had. I was just getting fucking. I just weren't good enough for the game at the time. So when I turned it down, I was like, now I'm enjoying it because I can mow down a room full of enemies and feel like I've got implants.
I had that because I was trying to do like not a side mission, but like an event. And every time I was going in there, Steph was watching me. I just kept getting fucking battered. You're talking, I've got a half decent shotgun and I'm having to put a full mag into someone to kill him. And there's like 100 people here. I was like, I just kept getting fucked at the same point. And I said to Steph, I got to do something else because I was like, this is putting me off. I was like, I have to do something else. There's no way in hell this is normal when it weren't because it all scales. I didn't realise that. So I went to a different point, did a different mission, and people were dropping with like fucking 2 shots. And then I went back, funnily enough, and then did that area once I was a little bit more leveled up. I went back in there, guns blazing, with the same shotgun but upgraded. I thought, here we go. And it was 3 shots rather than fucking 8.
Karma, bitch.
So I've already sort of worked out that my approach, like with many things, is not stealthy. No. I will go in blunt, guns blazing. I'll fucking throw grenades in. I'll ping everyone so I know where they are, and then just boom, dead.
I always start off stealthy and then just shoot everybody.
I just can't be fucked. Stealth always looks fucking sick, but
I used to enjoy
I can't
stealth
be
more
bothered
than
with
anything. But how did you get on with that? When you got to get the robot for the heist, and you go into the maelstrom hideout. That's so sick, and he sticks a gun up in your face, and the music's pumping. It's like, it's like well intense and that.
When you meet the woman behind the alley, because she gives you a counter offer,
and they plug you in, don't they?
And I was having none of it. I was kicking off with her because I
shagged her.
Did ya? So see, I went the other way because she gave me the deal. I coaxed her into giving me the offer, and then she like told me what it was, and I went nah, and then walked off, and fucking it all got a little bit tasty, and I was just giving it the big one, and then I think they sort of realised that they needed me, so they couldn't put a bullet in my face. But yeah, I went and got that fucking robot.
I can't remember what choice I made with that, but she was texting me up, and then I went and met her and shagged her. And pretty sure I shot her.
She's not done with me, but
I shagged her and then I killed her.
Yeah. I think I'm done with her now. Like I think I've had my.
Well, if you want to kill her, you can shag her and kill her.
I'll find her.
Well,
but the geezer that has the robot, obviously you pop him in the face as well, don't you?
I just didn't. I didn't trust her
because I killed him.
I didn't trust her. She wanted to shag me for one reason or other. I was like, I don't trust you.
I'm happy to kill anyone. I'm currently what's her name?
You killed Royce, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Royce got a fucking gun to the face, bro. And then so did everyone else in that fucking room.
Fuck you, Royce.
I went, see you later, you're dead, because it gives you the option, doesn't it? You can pull the trigger or you can fucking leave it. I pulled that motherfucker. I waited to the very last minute of the bar.
Yeah, I do.
And went, pull, dead.
Very similar.
Shot him in the face.
And I make them think they're going to... Oh, whoops.
Yeah, you're dead.
It's over.
But I'm currently mobbing with that woman from the...
Judy.
What's the factions? So you got Corpo. Is it... Nomads and Street Kids.
Yeah, so you got...
I'm currently chilling with some women from the Nomad group.
Oh, Panam.
She's great. I love her. She's fantastic. Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with her.
Like the main love interest is like Panam and Judy.
Yeah, she's great. Panam is
I went with Panam.
I like her. I shagged the male prostitute.
Interesting. Did you do? Is it when you go to that thing and you got to pick a name and you picked Angel and it was a geezer?
Yeah, I picked him.
Yeah, but you don't know.
You don't shag him. It's just, you just chill on the bed, fucking stroking each other's faces. But I went and found a female like sex robot, and then paid her 100 fucking eddies, and then mashed her. Saw some bouncy boobies. I was like, oh, this is great. Steph was behind me. I was like, look at this. This is fantastic. And then I was just chilling, like walking around, and then I heard like this manly voice going, "Hey, baby," and I was like, I spun around, and then there he was. I could like interact with him, and it was like 100 eddies. I was like, all right, so I filmed it for Mark. he was like, I don't like that. It was great, but
while I'm here,
it's the same. It's the same animation.
Oh,
it's exactly the same. It's just a geezer's body, so you're scissoring and all this shit. And I was like, well, this wouldn't work. This wouldn't be any good. But yeah, it's really I had the telly up like to fucking 50%, and it weren't fucking late in the day, so like and all the doors were open, so it is literally just and I was like, no, this is a bit too much. Yeah, it's great. 100% get it. If you haven't already got it, I would say get it.
Or get it when Phantom Liberty comes at least.
Yeah. But we'll probably wrap it there because I really need to piss. Wrap it on a high note. Get Cyberpunk if you haven't.
Get Cyberpunk and shag a bloke.
Done. That's our advice to you.
Yeah.
In whatever order you want or at the same time. It's great.
Yep.
See you later. Uru.
Uru.